Kia ora, I'm David Chastner with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, China has rolled out what might be the first in a series of 1 trillion yuan stimulus and recovery moves. But first, American mortgage applications rose for a third consecutive week last week, up 3.7%, even though there was little movement in benchmark interest rates. Perhaps this market is emerging from its slumbers. And the flash January PMI data for the US is also quite strong. Service sector activity expanded the most in 7 months, while manufacturing firms continue to experience a moderate drop in output. And the Bank of Canada held its policy rate at 5% for the fourth consecutive time overnight. Japanese exports are firing impressively, and Japan's January PMIs were all stronger, which is no surprise. In China, their central bank announced they will reduce the reserve requirement ratio for all banks by 50 basis points to just 10% starting from February the 5th, releasing up to 1 trillion yuan into the market to try and get their economic recovery going. It would be the lowest reserve requirement ratio level since March 2007. The People's Bank of China had previously cut its reserve requirement by 25 basis points in both March and September last year. In Australia, their flash January PMIs were similarly underwhelming. Activity continued to decline, but the pace of reduction eased alongside a slower fall in new orders. However, there were improvements in business sentiment, while employment levels also continued to rise. Inflation pressures there eased. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 4.16%, a little change from this time yesterday, and the price of gold will start today down $12 at just on $2,012 an ounce. But oil prices are up $1 at just over $75.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just over $80 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today at 60.2 US cents and down 0.5% from this time yesterday at a new 2-month low. Against the Aussie, we're firmer at 92.8 Australian cents. Against the euro, also firmer at 56.2 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just under 70.1 and up 30 basis points in a day. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.